I know it's a couple minutes in. We were just getting situated and looked up and was like, oh, let's hit play. So, welcome everyone. Hey, Act Hot Squad and everyone else out there. Welcome back to Wellness Wins. I'm your host, Coach Nyala, and I'm so glad that you're here today. This is the opportunity to talk about our wellness, what is working well with us. And if you're new to this series, these are real conversations that I have with real people I know in my life, some people that I may not know that well, but I know Dr. Lisa. I know today's guest. I'm so excited. And this is a safe space for the high achieving multipreneurs, or if you're thinking about entrepreneurship or not, you just want to grow. For leaders, change makers, whoever you are, this is an opportunity to check in and learn how to align your health, create those healthy habits, and live purposefully. I created this channel so that we can talk about our wellness wins. We hear about diabetes, hypertension, and all those things. Wellness wins is an opportunity to talk about wellness and how we're incorporating that in our lives. And today's conversation is for every person, especially women, who have ever asked, why does doing more still not feel like it's aligning, like there's some misalignment there. And if you're unpacking that question, we have the brilliant Dr. Lisa Richardson here, my friend, and chief operating officer of BestieFinder.net. She is one of the sharpest minds, strategic planner. She's the coach of all coaches to help with business operations, learning designs, and strategic growth. She's a woman who embodies what it means to shift from your hustle to your harmony. She is quick to tell you no and do it in a nice way. That's all I'm going to say about it. So, welcome, Dr. Lisa.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, my pleasure. My pleasure. Before we dive in, just a quick note for all our viewers. I like to say this every single time. Wellness Wins is not meant to give you health tips and tricks and all those things. Like, we're not doctors. It's meant to inspire and educate you. So it's not a substitute for your professional, medical, psychological, or business advice. Get your life, meet with a professional. You can book with Dr. Lisa if you think you want to, at the end of this, we'll make sure you get all those details. But everything we share here is to help you grow stronger from the inside out and to think about wellness in a new way, to prioritize that in your life. We're not doctor. I'm not your doctor. Okay. So with that, let's get started on a personal note, Dr. Lisa. You and I talk offline, so
hmm
viewers, you are getting the excited me interviewing Dr. Lisa live, and we've talked a lot about rebuilding from inside out. I know a little bit of your uh, professional transition, and I want you to share with everyone, a little bit about your background
hmm
or whatever you want to share about your background, and answer the question of how, what it looks like for the high achieving women or entrepreneurs who are used to pushing through burnout and over performance. What does that look like for them? So, if you wouldn't mind sharing.
Sure. So I am, as Coach Nyala said, the business alignment coach at Bestie Finder, and I came to this place through 15 years of running my content marketing agency, and that itself started when I accidentally went into labor early and lost my job while I was in the ER. Yes, I was in labor, in premature labor with my second son, and was waiting to be admitted. I was lying in a bed when my then manager, I was working part time. My my graduation job was supposed to be dean of students at someone's university. That's what I was supposed to go after graduating from grad school, but I was a single mom and working part time as an education manager for a liaison program, and I was as I said, lying in the bed, got a call from my manager who then said, "Hey, you're not covered by FMLA and we can't hold your position. So we're really sorry about this. Bye bye."
I'm gonna let you keep going, but the inside of me wants to be like, what? Who was this, and where can I find them? But go ahead.
Well, I recognized that there was no malice on her part, at least my manager's part. Um, Rules are rules. And uh, if you've been listening to Coach Nyala, I'll talk about the gifts. As a teacher gift, the rules matter. So I couldn't even get mad at her. And so I came out. I'm now a mom of two with bills and no job. So I started using what I'd learned in grad school as a amateur web designer and turned it into a freelance web design business. And that itself evolved into content marketing. So I do know a lot about shifting and pushing and pushing and pushing until you feel like, okay, well, if I just do this one more thing, then it'll be done. But then one more thing becomes 10 more things, and you've not given yourself a break. And so if you're wondering how I got to be in premature labor in the first place, that's a little hint.
Yeah. So it looks like, oh, it's one more thing.
Yep.
There's another thing. Okay, let me get through this next hurdle. And then it's a next hurdle. And
Mm-hmm.
then I also hear like you feeling like it it starts with, oh, I can do this. One more thing, and then you're still not feeling fulfilled. There's still that misalignment through the process.
Yes.
And
And if you don't listen to yourself at that time, what's going to happen is that you're going to get really comfortable with that discomfort, and it's going to become your normal.
ooh, see, so every time we meet, excuse me, viewers, but every time we meet, I always feel like, okay, I'm learning something. Okay, being on the Bestie Finder team is just you gonna have to learn. You level up or level out. Like you can't stay stagnant. So just knowing that you when I hear you say the discomfort, you like getting comfortable with that discomfort, that it feels something. Like I feel sad.
And it's typically sad when I point that out, but then people realize, okay, well, you know when you have hurt yourself or bumped into something and you didn't know about it, and then you look at your arm, you're like, where did I get this black and blue from? Where did that come from? When did I even hit it? But now that you've seen it, it's like, oh my goodness, it hurts so much.
Yes.
Once you are aware of the pain, now you can do something about it. You can put some ice on it, you can take a rest, but you've got to understand where you're locking yourself into something where you shouldn't be.
Yes, so identifying that bruise, it lets you know, okay, this has happened and gives you the opportunity to assess and make some different choices. So, what would you say helped you realize that it was time for you to pivot from having that next thing to one more thing into more of an alignment?
So I won't lie, getting older is a big help in that area. But what really was the last straw for me was knowing that I could take on more clients. In the case of my agency, I could take on more clients. I could handle it. But what would I not be able to have? What am I giving up to pursue more work, more income, more revenue in a way that doesn't fit the way I actually want to live my life? And so because I know what I want to spend my day doing, and I tell this to my sons as well, if you know what you like to do, orchestrate your life around that thing. Don't try to fit it in around everything else unless it is really just a passing treat. But if that's what you really want to be spending your day doing, then find a way to make that work for you in your life.
Oh, that sounds like prioritizing your wellness. That's what that's the center of it all. Like it just you speaking my language. You speaking my language because that's just so powerful to think about making the pivot. You are assessing what you're giving up. What is the cost? What is the cost? Not just the cost financially, but the peace, the peace, your joy. What is
Mm-hmm.
it that you're missing? And the key point of what you said is that you knew what you wanted. Like you knew what you wanted to be doing, how you wanted to enjoy your life, how you wanted your day set up, right?
Mm-hmm.
So not only assessing where you are, but identifying where you ultimately want to go. And so that helped you to make the pivot, especially since you had additional clients. Like you could take on more, you could
Mm-hmm.
do more, but there would be something that you would be leaving out. It's like your a friend of mine says her name is Jen Hill because I want to quote her on this. You honor your no's to perfect your yes, right? And it's also what I'm hearing. You're not compromising so that you can have the fullness
Exactly.
in your experience. No compromise. Okay. All right. And so, how did you get to the point of identifying what success or what your wellness or what you wanted your day to look like? How did you define that? How did you come to know what that would be for you?
Well, well, what actually happened in my life was that I've I'm an introvert a lot of the time. I spend a lot of time with myself, and I realized as I started coaching, just casually and then more formally, that a lot of people don't spend a lot of time enjoying their own company. So it's impossible to know what you like if you're never alone with yourself. And what I hear is, oh, I need people. And I get it. I get that we as humans need the energy of others, but we also need to accept the energy of ourselves. We need to understand and be okay with that self. And I mean self with the capital S. Because usually when we have to find time for something we don't really want to do, we take away time from something that we actually want to be doing because we feel like that recreation thing, that fun thing is is frivolous. It's not doing anything for anyone but me. And we don't have the right to be selfish for with our time because we're giving people, we're good people. We want others to remember us as fantastic, giving, Mother Teresa type people. And so loving yourself starts to feel guilt. You start to feel guilty about saying no just because you don't want to do something. And so you're doing what everybody else wants you to do instead of finding the things that you want to do or you want to explore for yourself. And when you get used to doing that, you start erasing that capital S. And now you you almost cease to exist as a separate person, an entity, because you have given yourself away. And so I urge viewers and you, Coach Nyala, and me myself, because there's still times when I still trade on the time that I should be reserving for myself. It's a habit. Take some time to yourself to just have fun with that person that you are. Go to dinner by yourself. Go to lunch by yourself. Read a book if that's what you're into. Hey. Watch TV. Ign- Say no to something that somebody wants so you could do one of those things and start making that a habit. maybe once a month, maybe twice a month. Soon you might take Tuesdays off to have tacos all day and margaritas. You might get there. So spend time with yourself enjoying that person, and you will start to defend that self the same way you defend everybody else's right to your time.
That's so good, especially to all my givers out there. You would spend time with yourself so that you can enjoy yourself, so you can defend yourself like that self, like you defend everyone else. That is so good. And so the takeaway from how you transitioned and identify what that success looked like for you was spending time with yourself, spending time finding out what you enjoyed doing, and then started making time to do those things so that you can pour into yourself. And now you have the confidence to say no to things that are outside of yourself. And how do you get to the point of doing that without think the thought of it being selfish? Like, there's a difference between selfish and selfful. That's what I've been assessing this last month or so, right? In my devotion, I've been like, okay, how do I take away the selfish thought and being self-full? So for you, like, what what advice could you give someone like myself? This is selfish moment right now, or self-feeling moment. What advice would you give someone that is on the fence and feeling like, well, that sounds selfish, and help them to reframe that into a self fulfilling activity?
Well, I would start. My first question is to consider, why is that bad?
Come on, coach. Come on, come on. That's my coach. That's one of my coaches. Lulu. Y'all just didn't know. Okay, why is that bad? Okay.
So ask yourself, why am I feeling guilty about this? What is bad about this? Usually it's going to come up to be one of a couple of things. You feel guilty because you feel like you owe the other person something, whether it is because of your emotional relationship with them, or if they've done something for you in the past. You might feel like, okay, well, I've got to do something for them, and this is what I can do. Okay, fair, right? Or it's because, well, if I don't do it, they won't like me anymore. And they'll say I'm the kind of person that nobody likes, that they only think about themselves and never ever do anything for anybody else. But how many people do we really know like that? How many people do we know that are cartoon character evil? Like, they never do anything for anybody else but themselves, right? Or are we just mad because they said no to us? Okay, so think about when you first have that this is selfish thought. Well, why is this selfishness bad? Why can't I sit home and eat cheesecake and put my feet up and watch trash TV if I want to? So you have the right to protecting yourself. The same way that you would not let someone else come and tell your child, your spouse, or your friend that they're not allowed to sit and have chips if they want to sometimes, or they're not allowed to, you know, because they want someone wants something from them. You would not force them to give that. So you've got to give yourself the same kind of protection and self-defense. So my very first question, whenever that guilt pops up, ask yourself, why does this feel bad?
That's so good. That's so good. Why does this feel bad? And that gives you an opportunity to assess, is this really bad? Like, yeah, I have a choice. I can sit on the couch and I can relax, or I can do this thing for someone that I really don't want to do. So it gives you an opportunity to go a little bit deeper. Now, if you choose to do that because it's financially whatever for you. You get the opportunity to make that assessment, but the first thing is to ask yourself the question, why does this feel bad? Why is there some type of negative feeling or negative thought attached to this before you make that decision and commit, right? Before you make the decision and commit, because if you make the decision, commit, there might be some resentment either on your side or their side because you didn't do it the way they wanted you to do it, that type of thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the asking your question, why is this bad, that's really good. That's a good first step. That's awesome and amazing. Okay, all right. Okay, so we gonna connect in with the wellness. You and I worked together and talked about wellness. I want to thank you so very much for pushing me forward with doing these wellness wins. If y'all didn't know that, hey, this came from the Bestie Finder team. Hey, viewers. So welcome in. When most people hear about wellness, they think fitness, they think working out, they think going to the gym, they think being on the treadmill, they think push-ups, burpees. I don't like burpees myself. Don't get mad at me, all you personal trainers, but I just don't like them. I do them. I don't do them very well because I don't like them. So anyway, reality, it's so much deeper than that. So let me ask you, what does wellness look like when it comes to for you personally and in business leadership? Like, what does it look like for you?
So my wellness walk was, well, I would say my successful wellness walk started with our talks about what I felt. And yes, I hate the gym. I don't want to ever want to step foot inside nobody's gym. I do not subscribe to Club LA Fitness or whatever.
we,
Sorry.
we, we're not mad, LA Fitness.
We're
Go
not
ahead.
mad at y'all. We
Okay.
just happen to, we have a difference of opinion.
Okay.
But because again, I'm a very solitary person, that kind of crowd makes me uncomfortable. And then it's a crowd doing something that I don't feel comfortable doing myself yet. So what it really took was for you and for my doctor to agree, essentially, that it didn't have to look, wellness for me didn't have to look like what we think it is. I eat better. I eat with intention. I don't deprive myself of snacks. If I have a craving, I feel the craving. And what I have learned is that you can control the volume of the thing that satisfies the craving. So I look for high protein meal options. I've incorporated a whole lot of plant based meals in our lives, and my boys are happy with it. They're like, okay, well, when we gonna get the veggie fajitas again, right? And that all fits in with the way I want to live my life. So wellness for me is being able to take care of myself and my future in a way that fits in my already busy day. That means I can walk a lap around the first floor of my house for 10 minutes, right? Started at 10 minutes, I'm up to 20 minutes. So little steps that gave me big wins. In fact, I met with my doctor yesterday, and she gave me the double pump too. In that I'm well on my way to my first milestone, and I'm almost there. I'll be hitting it before my birthday next month.
That's what I'm talking about. Oh my gosh, that's what I'm so talking about. Okay, that's
So
awesome.
that's my personal wellness. Business wellness now is the same. It's got to fit with the way you work. You should run your business, particularly if you're a solopreneur, in a way that does not disrupt your whole life. Yes, for a lot of us, our business is our life. We spend most of our time doing that. We're going to work the business 35/9. It's not even 25/8, right? But that business should not be draining you to the point where you're not going to be able to see it grow to the next level. Because you do not want your milestone to be muddied with your health being in the way, or your family not being able to spend any time with you? Are there going to be projects that take a lot of time and you have late nights and overnights? Of course, but that's not a lifestyle. Your business should conform to your lifestyle and not the other way around.
Your business should not conform. Your business should conform to your lifestyle and not the other way around. Ooh, these some good quotes. I hope you go back and listen to these and write these quotes down. They're gonna be in the book. So tell us about the book. Oh,
That was a
sorry.
really nice segue. Thank you.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. Oh, it's a book coming. Y'all better stay tuned. Okay, go ahead, Dr. Lisa.
Yes, profit perjury is about what I've learned about coaching and about running a business in alignment with your motivational gifts, and how you build a business and grow your business that way by speaking to the right clients, by delivering your message in the way that your target audience wants to get it. And it's not a marketing book. It's not exclusively a marketing book. There's marketing in there. That's what I do. But the core message is that when you are in alignment with your business, you will build your boundaries, you will build your strategy, and you will build your systems in a way that supports the life you want to live. And profit can only come after that. You might get there for a while, scrambling and scrounging and putting things together, but if you want it to be sustainable and long term, you need your alignment, your boundaries, your strategy, and your systems to all work together with who you really are.
Yes. Boundaries, systems, and there's something else. Need to all work together. Need to all work together.
Alignment, boundaries, strategy, and systems.
Why I missed the alignment part? Like that's the most important part.
It's the
Like
foundation. Can't get anywhere without that.
so that's awesome and amazing. Oh my gosh, y'all. I'm getting snippets of the book. I don't know. I think I'm a test dummy parts of the book too. Some of the questions that come up and the motivational gifts are um how Bestie Finder has been founded. It's that's the core of what we do at Bestie Finder, and we get the opportunity to share this information on a weekly basis on Wednesdays on YouTube. So bestiefinder.net, please follow that channel as well, where we talk about the motivational gifts and you can learn more about what those are. That is the tool that helped me to get into alignment, like to really identify who I am, because I am a natural giver and I'll just help wherever I can. And now that I know my makeup and why I operate and how people respond to me, I can make better choices. I am more aligned. I have better boundaries. Now I'm building the systems, right? And so that the profit can flow. And so with that, on in January, Bestie Finder is the core sponsor for I don't know the correct term. I said core sponsor, but Dr. Lisa is gonna correct me in a minute because it needs to be right and tight. We have the State of the Woman coming out January 31st, and there's a discount code if you want to inbox me, message me. I can send you the discount code because I'm not giving out live and through the 20th. You don't go to everybody. So you need to contact me if you want a discount code to this 2-day conference. Dr. Lisa, you want to tell them about the State of the Woman address, the 10th anniversary, January 31st, 2026, that they don't want to miss in Atlanta? Okay, go ahead.
Yes, the 10th anniversary of the State of the Woman Address. It is a fabulous women's conference. We have talked about everything from wellness and health to real estate investing to uh, understanding yourself. And this year we're celebrating the CEO, the woman CEO, which is at the core of everything that we do. And the organization behind State of the Woman Address, the Marvelous Light Empowerment Association, is dedicated to women's empowerment, women's economic empowerment specifically in Georgia to close the wealth gap. And so a lot of our education comes from that. And State of the Woman Address, as you said, January 30th and 31st is a 2-day conference that will get you real live, in the trenches advice, guidance, and support for growing your business. And it's not a, look cute and let the people who also look cute look at you from the stage. It is a real grind the experts kind of thing where the audience gets the mic and we and not well not I'm on the stage. I'm one of the panelists, but where the experts answer your questions honestly and with real authentic information that they're actually using every day.
That's awesome. So, if you have questions about running your business, if you have questions about becoming an entrepreneur, you have gaps in your business, you want to learn more about how wellness incorporates with your business in a seamless way. If you want to know about how to make more profit, earn more dollars, you want to be in the room. Bring your questions. And we look forward to seeing you January 30th and 31st. If you want discounted tickets, you have until the 19th to contact me directly, and I can get you a code if you book right then. But this is an opportunity to come out, and if you're a male, because this is a woman's conference, we're not saying that you can't come. We love your sponsorship, but this is an opportunity for women empowerment. So think about sponsorship. Share it with the woman in your life that you love, that person that's been talking about that business, that talking about that hobby, and they make a couple dollars here, but you want their business to actually grow. Support the women in your life, right? Give them a gift of a ticket. Give them a gift of the ticket, of a network, of an opportunity, just of a circle of other women who want to see them grow and succeed. So with that, do you have any final words, Dr. Lisa? I want to thank you for coming and showing up and giving all your jewels and nuggets. And y'all stay tuned for that book. We gonna give you updates on it. But any final words for you?
Protect yourself, capital S. Remember the capital S in self. Protect yourself, protect your no, and your yeses will be amazing.
Protect your no's and your yeses will be amazing. I love that. And I want to remind people, don't forget, please remember the Hard 90 Challenge is taking place. Today is actually the last day that you can register on this go round. Other than that, it'll be a waiting list. I know I haven't shared that with you, Dr. Lisa, but for this cohort, we want to make it tight and intensive. We're getting down deep. We meet every Sunday, 6:30 Eastern, where we talk about our wins and things to adjust for these intentional 90 days. Please show up, be consistent, whether it's in your body, your mind, or your connection. We're here to support you. So sign up for the Act Hot newsletter. Better yet, sign up for the Hard 90 Challenge today, because today is the last day. And with that, you all have a wonderful day. Keep envisioning you, because you have the key to your healthier, more optimal self inside of you. All right. See you all next time.